I'm going to drop out of view, and then it'll be a side-by-side screen. Steve's going to introduce you, and then let you take it from there, sir.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Have a great show, and I'm going to go silent, and here we go.
So I'd like to introduce you to Robert West, the founder of the 5-Star Plan. Thanks for being here and enjoying Flag Day with us.
An honor to be here, Steve. For people out there that don't know me, I'm a veteran. My dad, my granddad, 3 brothers, both of my children are veterans. And for me, when I see the flag, I remember as a young man, the very first time standing at a graduation and being able to salute in uniform and seeing people react to that. And I can't see a flag without thinking about that. The other thing that the flag represents to me is just the unity of this country, everything coming together. And when I attended the graduation ceremonies of my daughter and my son out of the military, you would think that would be the most emotional part of the whole ceremony, but that wasn't it. The most emotional part for me was watching people who came from overseas, who moved away from their family and friends and the land that they were born in, and put their lives, literally put their lives on the line and join the military in return for that citizenship. And at the graduation ceremony, they swear in those new brothers and sisters of the United States. And those are the most American people we have. They're willing to put their lives on the line for this country that they weren't even born in. And we have a lot of people out there that I call them trans patriots. They're pretending to be patriots, but they don't do anything to prove it. And that's what that flag means to me. It means everything. I've been around the world twice. There's no other place on this planet that you could pay me to live. People don't realize how good they have it here. And in the grand scheme of history, what an exceptional place America is, where anybody walking down the street is a king or a queen. And we just hire public servants to take care of this thing we call government. So that has gone on to such a degree that we have forgotten that we are the public and they are the public servants. And that's what the 5-Star Plan is all about. That is to put us back in charge, to take this back from the professional politicians, give it back to the American people, and instill some pride. A lot of young people, they're not just disengaged from their family, disengaged from society, disengaged from patriotism. They're disengaged from reality. They think anything that they believe strong enough is real. And it seems like we're not patriotic enough to stand up and tell them that some things are real, some things are not. This is why this country is going the way it's going. And you talk about American-made products and what that means to me when I pick up a product and it says made in America. People do not realize that after World War II, when the entire world was pretty much in ruins and we were the only democracy left that had anything to do, had any sort of infrastructure for manufacturing, that we produced literally more than half of the stuff that the whole world needed. For years, we did that. Now our share of the world economy has gone from a high of about 40% in 1960 to 20-something% now, and it just keeps falling. We need to take pride in the fact that this land is just a breadbasket for the world, that we produce so much food for the rest of the world, that we feed starving people. Whether they can really afford it or not, we ship tons and tons and thousands of tons of food to people that need it. We clothe people. We house people. We produce the tools they need to produce the tools they need. And our businessmen, our workers, all of them need to be respected and we need to be proud of them. For the people out there that say that this country is divided and it's never been worse, they don't know history. They don't realize May, of 1841 or whatever. They don't remember. They don't realize the horror of a civil war. Now, I've spilt blood for this country. I've got the scars to prove it. And as a former person who's been in combat, I never want to see that on my soil. Whether we win or lose, everybody loses in a situation like that. We still have time. The founders created a document so we can have a revolution every 2 years if people are willing to stand up. But we don't have to bury any bodies, and we don't have to rebuild any buildings. We can do it peacefully. And that is being proven time and time again through the years. But it's going to take people who are proud. It's going to take people who are willing to stand up. And it's going to take people who realize this nation is the exception. It's not the rule in history. It's not the rule in the world that the people run things and that the people have the ultimate authority. But the people have to stand up and take that back. And that's really the message that I want to send to everybody. Your division and your politics and what kind of ice cream you eat and what kind of chicken sandwich you want, that's all small potato stuff. What is vital about this nation is who opens the door for who at a convenience store. They don't care about skin color. They don't care about age. They don't care about anything. They're just opening the door for another human. That's the nation that I want to get back. That's the nation of my youth here in Texas that I see slipping away. Letting somebody else go in line in front of you because they got a few items and you got a whole cart full. I see that all the time. Those are not just Democrats or Republicans or Christians or whites or blacks or Hispanics. Those are Americans. And working in aviation for 30 years, there's plenty of people that come from overseas to America. And we'd be sitting around telling stories. And somebody would say, well, the bravest thing I ever did is, there was a guy and he was wounded and I went out and grabbed him and I pulled him back in cover. But anybody would have done that. Or somebody else, diving in to save some people from drowning. But anybody would have done that. It was a kid and a mom. What were you going to do? Not do it? Somebody else, ran into a burning building to save people's lives. They didn't know. And you read the Bible and it says, greater love hath no man, and somebody would lay down their life for their friend. Well, how about somebody willing to lay down their life for people they don't even know? And it happens in this country over and over and over again. And the reaction I get from people from overseas as we're sitting around a table eating and sharing stories, the reaction is just amazement. And they said, oh, you shouldn't have done that. That wasn't your business. That wasn't your family. We would have never done that in my country. And then later coming up to me and saying, I am so grateful that this country welcomed me in, made me a part of it, because you're a nation of superheroes. Every day in the newspaper across this country, you will see people putting their lives on the line for people they don't even know. That's America. And at the same time, these people are incredibly humble. It's always followed by, I wasn't the hero. That was somebody else. I got to attend an event with a bunch of surviving Medal of Honor winners. And to a man, everyone there thought everybody else in that room deserved it and was a hero. But that they'd messed up enough to have to do something incredibly brave to get out of it. And that's how they wound up with that little piece of ribbon. None of them thought of themselves as heroes.
Well, thank you, Robert. That's good. We're just running out of a little time, but want to thank you for all you're doing. And how do they get your book, The 5-Star Plan?
You can come to my site, the5starplan.com, all spelled out, or you can go on Amazon, or you can go on Walmart. I've got it all over the place. It's less than a pizza. So it'll help out your state no matter what. It was written for Texas, but it's being used across the country, and I'm proud to say I wrote it.
Well, fantastic. And I'm glad that I met you, and I'm glad that I can promote your book and also you, because you've done a wonderful job. Thank you very much for coming on for Flag Day. We appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, gentlemen, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for being a part of this, Robert. And Steve, you did a great job. Thank you for making this happen for everyone. if you gentlemen have anything you'd like to talk about to one another,
No,
left,
we'll see. We'll see. We may use this as a video, or we may use it live. We'll let you know. We're just trying to get everything together. We're trying to get as many videos as we can in case somebody can't come on. I know you got problems with your what do you call it? Internet. So it's better probably just to do this, and we'll save the time. That was a great thing, and hopefully you sell a lot of books. Okay.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
good week. Thanks again for everything you do.
Thanks, Anthony.
I'll be on today at 4:30 on Dr. Gina on Real America Voice. For sure, I'll promote the 5-star plan.
Okay.
Everybody,
Good,
take care.
Good job. Okay.
Have a
Talk
great
to you guys
day,
later. Bye.
All right, pretty good.